So this is a video lesson that I want to put together for everybody on TRXC. So this was on the movers list. I go to a few different places to grab information to see what's moving, just to sort of confirm across the board that the entire trading world is looking at all the same stuff. And on the list, TRXC was on there. Now, one of the things that I'm always looking for is this gap and go pattern. This is a 2-minute chart. So at a glance, this was something that I wasn't terribly interested in, because what I like to see is action like this right out of the gate. So I like to see things gap, put in a nice high, then pull back and maybe hold a VWAP and bounce. That's what I like to see. I'll see a nice clean setup like that, maybe half of the time. The other half of the time, I'm going to have to sort of sit put and really watch how these things put themselves together. So TRXC, among other things, was moving today, but this is the one that I sunk my teeth into, and it gapped, and we did a nice big reversal. Now, I just want to be completely clear about something. When you see this candle, this 2-minute candle, it's going to give you a high. I'm going to take all of this off. It's going to give you a high right through here, and it's going to give you a low right through here. Now, one of the things that I'm always monitoring on that first candle, no matter what the size is what's the direction it's going to go in following the print. So here's the print. It does nothing, 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 nothing. And although this is a larger bar and it gives you a nice VWAP squeeze, it's still a little bit of a risky entry because it's under that first initial primary high of the day. So truthfully and technically, all of this is just consolidation, and you can see that it pops, comes back in the range, and then we sort of get on with the day from there. So it gaps up, it consolidates for the first 10 minutes of the day, and then it's in this general area where I started to pay more attention to it. And the reason why I started to pay more attention to it is because this area right through here is offering me a level of structure. There's a floor here. Then price action moves higher, and again, it offers me another level of structure. Okay, so and this is all intraday stuff that I'm talking about specifically. Now, the thing that you want to make a note of on this support structure and this support structure is one very important thing, and that is that this level is higher than the previous level, which tells me that levels are starting to step up. We get it again through here, where you get this structure right down through here, and you get this structure up through here. Now, the difference on this area is that it's put in a nice high. We've got some resistance up through here, and then in this general area right through here, and honestly, it could have been done just the same way through here, is that this level right through here, when this candle breaks long, we now have a situation where you've got these low levels stepping up higher and higher and higher. That's bullish. The gap and go, that's bullish. You in effect have a nice big ascending triangle, which is bullish. So you could actually just do something like this, and you can see that those lows are getting higher and higher and higher, and that is also bullish. In this general area right through here where I started to position in, the one thing I liked was when I was looking at this, I decided that when the top of this candle is breached, as it is right here, what's happening is you're getting a candlestick reversal pattern on top of the VWAP, on top of the 20-day, on top of the 200. That's all extremely bullish. And you're getting a intraday lead-in trend where the gap is being held and it's trending higher and higher and higher. So, net, it's only bullishness that we're seeing on this particular chart. So the idea is I want to take this candle, I'm going to trade this candle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter long here, and if it breaks, great. But if it can get past 293, I'm then going to use my profit target taking tool to give me some insight as to where I'm going to scale out of this in profit. Me as an individual, side note is I'm a profit trader, or a profit target trader, and what that means is when I get into a position, I know my risk, and I also know well in advance where I'm going to be positioning out of the trade because of primary targets that I want to see hit. So the idea is right through here, I'm in the trade, and then I'm putting on my levels as to where I'm going to get out. Now, the first level that I wanted to see was 310. Second was 320. Third was 330. And then anything above 330, I was going to let it ride. Now, the caveat there is that I get hit, I move my stop up, and if the stop is held and price action goes, then I stay with the trend. Now, what ended up happening here was I got into this position and we moved sideways and it just started to consolidate. Now, was it boring? Yes, it was. But again, it's creating that structure. And again, that structure is higher than the previous level, which was higher than the previous level, which was higher than the previous level. So essentially what you're getting is confirmation that this thing is moving. Volume starts to step in and we get a bit of a push here. So price action cracks, confirms, flags, and then price action goes all the way up to 317. Now keep in mind, my first target was 310. So what I do in this case is if this is my stop loss down through here, I now move my stop all the way in to the 310 level, and now I've locked in target number one. Now you can see that this thing is up at 317 when it's printing at that level. My first thought is this is going to go to 320. I'm going to lock in second target, but what does it do? It comes back into the range and it stops me out and I'm done with the trade. So on this particular position, I was in at 283, I want to say, and I was out at 310. So it wasn't a big trade, and it definitely wasn't a bad trade. And the thing is that I followed everything that I needed to. The pattern was there. My initial open pattern is there, so it's what I call a bullish pattern on top of a bullish pattern. I'm seeing all of these lows carrying higher and higher and higher, and then I'm getting a bullish candlestick reversal pattern again, which I could have positioned in through here, say right down through here, maybe capturing another 8 or 9 cents, but whatever, this is where I got in, and this in this area is where I got out. Now, price action did come off a little bit, and you can see what happened, and this is a positive thing, is that price action put in a high up through here, couldn't break that 317, creating what's referred to as a double top. Now, this is actually really pretty. I was out at 310 here, and then I said, okay, I'm done. But this thing rallied, tested it again, it double topped, and then it pulled back. Now, a lot of people here are going to say, well, this is a sell-off. No, it's not. The volume levels on the sell side are very, very low. This is profit taking. And what does it do? Profit takers take profits all the way back down to where price action broke out. So this, in effect, is now a very, very clean, structured level. We've got this resistance that's broken. Price action rallies, pulls back. We hold this level, and there is another entry opportunity right through here. Did I take it? Absolutely not. But I want to show you what happens. Price action gets bullish again right through here. We create another ascending triangle. We're going to do a squeeze of the 20-day simple moving average. We're already holding the VWAP and the 200. And then from there, it's a wrap. This thing just goes crazy. And you can see that our previous high that we were out of gets broken. It pulls back. It holds again, creates another structure. And this is very much an intraday momentum-based trade. Very, very clean. Very, very pretty. And you can see what happens when that momentum or that 20-day simple moving average gives out. It steps down, flags lower. Steps down, flags lower. And this, for the most part, was an exceptionally clean trade. I hope that some of this helped. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me.